Hello again. My name's Taylor. I hope that you are having a good day. I hope that you are having a great day. And if you happen to be having a really, really, really terrible day, I hope that it gets a little bit better. All right, let's get started, shall we? Woo! Okie dokie. Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of the Grief Brief series, where I basically share with you very, very intimate and personal thoughts about the death of my mother and my grieving process and how I have coped with it or not coped with it, and just a little insight into what you might experience when someone close to you passes away, or what you have experienced, and maybe you can feel a little less alone in the world. I know death is a really heavy topic and it's really, something most people like to avoid, but I like to make people uncomfortable. So let's just dive right in to the main point. We are now on episode 3 of Grief Brief. Now, in this episode, basically what you will hear me talk about is self-care. Because when someone passes away, people will first tell you how sorry they are. Second, depending on how close they are to you, tell you that they are here for you if you need anything. About 45% of those people really mean that. The rest are just saying it because it's things that you should say. You should learn who your real friends are so that you can differentiate between a friend and a bullshitter. The third thing that someone will tell you, typically after someone dies, people will start being like, you need to take care of yourself. Just make sure that you taking care of yourself. And you'll stand there and be like, I am. I am. Thanks. Thanks so much for that. Yep, I will take care of myself is what I will do. Okay. And literally you'll just walk away and have no idea what that really means. Just basically have no idea what you're doing. As a general rule in life, most people have no idea what they're doing. When somebody close to you passes away, or you lose a job, or you break up with somebody, whenever you lose something in your life that you cared about, you genuinely have no idea what you're doing. And you are just lucky if you get up and you do whatever it was that you did the day before. So I spent more money than I should have, and I came home, walked the dog. I probably ordered food, honestly, put a face mask on, and decided to tell the world via my Instagram about what self-care is and how you can do it. I sat on my couch and I talked for a very long amount of time, which I am going to edit down just because I know you do not care that much. I'm not going to tell you to take care of yourself. I'm going to tell you to treat yourself well. I'm going to tell you to do something for yourself that is not about the person who passed away, the person you lost. Do something for you, genuinely, and it's not easy. It's very, very difficult. It's a lot of pressure. So if you are in the throes of the beginnings of grief, do what you got to do. But if it's been a few weeks, it's been a few months, do something kind for you that is only for you and just about you. So I'm just going to record this. Alright, so today we're going to talk about self-care and what that means, because when somebody dies, when someone close to you dies, and people find out, after they give you the look of sympathy, and after they tell you their condolences and how sorry they are for your loss, yada yada yada, they'll probably at some point tell you unanimously to take care of yourself. And you'll be like, okay, cool. And you're like, I guess I'm doing that. Like, I got dressed this morning. That's cool, right? Because, like, apparently a lot of people, when they are dealing with grief, they just wear the same clothes. They don't get dressed in the morning. They don't do a heck of a lot. And unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. I'm an only child. My mom was not married. I am responsible now for taking care of everything. I would love to sit in my house for a week and just lay around, barely eat anything, like watch TV, and just like be like depressive. And I think that stage, if I'm being completely honest, I think that stage will come for me, but I don't think it's going to be
anytime soon because there's so much stuff I have to take care of. I have to take care of all of these other responsibilities, making sure everything is taken care of legally. I have no idea what to do, you guys. It's crazy. And so I just need to get a lot of stuff taken care of and figured out. And I have to figure out my finances now because, like, what that all means. And I'm going to take a break before I start looking for another job. But I need to look for another job ASAP because I'm going to need that money real bad. Real bad. But it's just a lot, and it's stressful, and it just makes me want to avoid and run away from anything. There's a bag sitting on the other side of this couch full of her mail and all of these things that I've just been avoiding because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to face it. I don't know how to. Like, it's so grown up. And I know I sound so pathetic to probably people who are older than me, but honestly, this is a lot. And this would be a lot for someone who was 45, who's 55, who's gotten a lot of these things sort of taken care of and who kind of understands how a lot of this stuff works. But I was just now starting to understand and slowly grow into that process. And my mom was such a blessing because she allowed me to do that. And now I don't have that and I don't know what I'm doing and I want to like scream, I want to run around, I want to just run away. I'm so serious. Whenever I finish taking care of everything, and that's probably not going to be for months and months, I'm going to take a freaking vacation. I'm going to go far away and I'm going to just relax and do nothing, and it's going to be amazing. And then I'll probably be really sad and depressed, but like, I know, like, especially like who I was raised as a person, who I am as a person, like, I won't feel comfortable to do something like that until I know everything's taken care of. And there's nobody else who can legally do it or whose responsibility it is besides me. And so this is literally the most responsibility I've ever had in my entire life. And it's all because my mom died. That sucks. So what does this mean now? What am I talking about today? Today I'm talking about self-care, because everybody's going to tell you you have to take care of yourself. You need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, and you're not going to know what that means because you're just happy that you put on pants and you went to work and you could smile at the patrons, okay? So then I'm a huge proponent and a huge fan of Googling anything you don't know. I Googled, what does it mean to take care of yourself? And what is self-care, because nobody really explains it. They just use these phrases. That's what happens a lot when somebody dies and when you're grieving and this whole process. It's a lot of people telling you phrases and a lot of you not necessarily knowing what they all mean in detail. So I Googled it. Taking care of yourself is showering, brushing your teeth, eating a good diet, and not the crap I've been putting in my body. Okay, I feel like crap. Terrible. Underneath this mask is a lot of acne. A lot of it. And so my body feels it. I'm lacking endorphins and positivity as much as I like. It's easy to fake it, but it's hard to like sustain it. So anyways, I just like have been thinking about Lush for a while. I really like, I'm super into like using all natural products and not using as many like preservatives and chemicals on my body or in my body, besides the last month. Something just told me like go in there and like get a face mask. Do something nice for yourself, like a nice all natural face mask or face scrub or something. So I go in there and I talk to this girl. She sits me down and she starts giving me all types of things. They were all on my hand, and she was like scrubbing my hand with lotions and face masks and all types of stuff. She really convinced me to get a bunch of products. She also said an age-old phrase my mom says, and I'm sure a lot of people say, but my mom said it all the time: treat yourself. And I was like, I hear you, Mom. I will. So I spent a lot of money at this place. Right now, I'm trying to self-care, take care of myself with this face mask that I need to wash off, and all these other things I'm going to try out, and maybe I'll actually do my hair. Maybe I'll write some thank you cards for all of the people who wrote in my mom's guest book. Maybe I'll make a list of all of the things. I have so many lists of things that I have to do. So anyways, a lot is going on, and that is where I'm at. And so I'm kind of overwhelmed because there's so much more to do, and I've barely done anything. To be completely honest, my mom was way better and getting stuff done than I was. Like, I did not inherit that gene. I inherited a lot from her, but getting things done quickly and without freaking out or being overwhelmed or indecisive about it is not my strong suit. Like right now I have so much anxiety, like real anxiety. I've never had a panic attack, but sometimes I feel like I'm really close to having a panic attack. Like that level of anxiety is what I am feeling a lot of the time. So I am going to wash this off, take a shower, and do some nice things for myself. Wash the dog, I need to mop the floor, I need to water the plants, I need to go home, I need to return things to the store. So much to do. And I'm so overwhelmed. And I don't know how to ask anyone for help. Alas. I have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm talking about anymore. Sounds about right for my life. I need to make more to-do lists that will stress me out even further. Ta-ta for now, mi gente. Much love. Ew, I got stuff on my fingers.
And that is all for today. All right. Bye.